Everyone, I'm Sammy Mays, also known as Mayor Gonzo Mays from Key West, and I am in Orlando today with the wonderful people of KulaBrands. I haven't met all 10,000 of them, or ever how many there are, but I plan on meeting and shaking the hands of each and every one and giving them a free political favor. How about that? I'm with Steve Canallas. Steve Canallas today, or this morning. Have you had coffee yet this morning, Steve?
Whole pot.
Tell me about your marriage in Key West. How did that come about?
That came about by accident.
Oh, an accidental marriage.
Which was not planned. We were actually planning to get engaged in Key West.
Okay.
And I'm also in the jewelry business.
Ooh.
And so we, prior to leaving for Key West just before Christmas, I ordered in some stones to look at to get an engagement ring put together. Well, being in the business, everybody last minute shipped, and they didn't arrive by the 23rd when we left for Key West. So I went there with no engagement ring.
Oh.
So during that process, I told my wife, we were out one night, and told her that she was going to get engaged here. And she said, "What do you mean was?" And I said, "Well, I don't have a ring."
Ooh.
So we kind of laughed about that, and then 2 days later, we were out by the pool doing what typical people do in Key West all day long. And about 4 o'clock, I stood up. She said, "Where are you going?" I said, "I'm going to get married." And she said, "Well, we don't have a license." I said, "We're in Key West, Florida. I pretty much guarantee you we can do whatever we want. Let's go find out."
Which year did you get married in? What year was that?
That was in 1990.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
And you're still together today, happily,
Still together,
and
yes.
wonderful. That's wonderful. Well, what do you do, Steve? Oh, no, you already told me you're in the jewelry business.
Been in the jewelry business forever.
And what does that mean? You're in the jewelry business? Does that mean you place stones into gold bands? What are you doing in the jewelry? I mean, just selling jewelry, or
Yes,
are you?
yes, yeah. I call on multiple hundred independent jewelry stores. So
Wow.
I represent manufacturers. As a matter of fact, there was a guy named Mitchell Owsley who lived in Key West that invented the Key West hook bracelet.
Oh,
so
really?
the
Yes, that's
original
right.
Key West bracelet
Oh,
was
the
Mitchell
original.
Owsley from Montesino International, now known as the Destination Bracelet Jewelry Company. And I worked with him, and we
That's amazing.
did that. So.
That's cray-cray. I love it. And
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about. And everybody out there in the Florida Keys knows as well, because we've got for Key Largo, for instance, it'll have the KL in the
Exactly.
books. Key West has theirs. And wonderful. Wow.
Shout out to Mitchell. So I also
That's
want to
amazing.
recognize an old friend of mine.
Please.
We talked about the wedding. So we got married there by Arlene Klein, a notary public, who came on a little scooter and met us at the courthouse. The only thing we needed to get a marriage license was $52.50. No identification or blood tests or anything. Love it.
Maybe that's why you went down there, because you didn't have to have a blood test.
And then I love it. It was her I was worried about. So anyway, Arlene took us to Mallory Square after the ceremony that was done in Fort Zachary Taylor on a rock.
Oh, nice. Very
Sharkman
nice.
Bob showed up, presented us a wedding gift, which was a piece of clear black coral, and then he mysteriously disappeared. I mean,
Never
we
saw
still
him.
don't know if he was real, but we still have a piece of coral, so I guess he was.
Well, they don't call it Key Weird for nothing.
Yeah, and then we went to Mallory Square
Yeah.
and met all the sane people. But our
The
friend Will
same
Soto.
or the same? people?
Sane, S-A-N.
Okay. Just
All
wanna
those
clear
sane people that hang
up.
out in Mallory Square every night. But my old buddy Will Soto was up on the high wire.
Yeah.
And Will stopped his act when he saw me in a tuxedo and Cindy in a black cocktail dress, because we were planning to go to a party in Miami for New Year's Eve, so we
Yeah.
didn't have wedding attire. Mine was, hers wasn't. Again, troublemaker.
But you surprised her.
Yeah, well, kind of, yeah. We
You
didn't
see,
pack
that's
for a
kind of
wedding.
not fair.
Yeah, well.
I get married in your bikini.
Could have done that. So anyway, Will was up on his high wire. He jumps down, he looks down, he sees us, he said, "Did you do what I think you just did?" And of course, we just got married. Shook our head yes. He said, "Wait a minute, everybody, wait a minute, gotta stop." Jumps down off his high wire, goes over to his bag and gave us a wedding gift, a bullwhip.
Oh,
And then he got back up on the high wire and finished his act.
that's funny. But I don't know what that is to simulate. The bullwhip is for what purpose did he want you to use that
I
for?
think it was to be large and in charge.
Large and in charge.
And
That's,
shortly after that performance, I handed it to her, and
okay,
I've been
what you were supposed to do.
tamed. Won't tell you about the dinner we had at Martha's Steakhouse, which used to be over there.
Right. Go ahead.
Pulled up.
Take over this conversation. I'm all ears.
We
Please.
pulled up from Martha's Steakhouse after that long day of Key West activities. I don't know who drove the car. I believe it was me. And we just left it running with the door open, walked inside. I said, I'm Dr. Canallas. I just got married and I need a table. Put us up at the one table at the top. The pianist was one level below us. And everybody kept looking up and saying, who are they? Of course, at that point, we didn't know either. So now, tell me about...
Oh, no. Everybody knows about me. Now, tell me about KulaBrands. What is it? What do you do for KulaBrands? How are you... How does the connection made?
KulaBrands in general started with Peter Gantner's flight from Texas to Arizona, where the whole business model was downloaded to him. He won't take credit for it, so it was given to him. And when he landed, he talked to Doug Kyle, an old friend of his, and said, if I want to partner with anybody, it would be you. What do you think of this idea? And it was born from that.
What year?
That was 3.5 years ago. So February 28th of 2016, the company launched. Shortly after that, I heard that Peter started a company and knew that whatever he was doing, I wanted a piece of it.
So you knew Peter before?
I knew Peter about 6 or 7 years before he thought of KulaBrands.
Oh, wow.
So typically when you think about a company, it will go the direction of its leaders. And there was no doubt in my mind that we had the right guy at the helm.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah.
What a wonderful event this is. Thank you so much for having me as your special guest in town and for sitting with me, Steve. Is there anything else you want to say about Key West or yourself? Do you want to admit anything? Just go ahead and do it.
No, I'm not going to admit anything, but I will say this. We didn't talk much about KulaBrands. I just told you where it got started.
Right.
It is the most amazing opportunity for everyday people to create wealth. And it's not one of those things. It's very special. What we're doing is patent pending. It's never been done before. And what it's really about is the community. Every single one of us is in the same boat together, and a rising tide floats all boats. We're looking to fill a lot more boats and change a lot more lives with the business model, but more importantly, with the collaborative intelligence of our community working together, we can change the world.
That's
and we're
amazing.
changing lives, and everybody in this room will tell you the same thing.
Well, I'm
Peter,
amazed.
jump in here real quick. This is
Peter?
Mr. Peter Gantner, who
Oh, my
founded the
gosh.
company.
Peter.
A very good friend of mine, and
How are you? I'm
Good.
Sammy Mays. I'm Mayor Gonzo from Key West.
I see you on every Sunday when I watch the Trop 40.
Do you scoot over just a
I
little bit
do.
so he doesn't get out of the... Don't get out of the frame though, Peter. Stay close to
All right.
Steve.
I'm going to stay close to Steve. Me and Steve are great friends. We can stay really close to each other.
Well, he was just singing your praises and the Kula brand praises and explaining to the audience what it's all about, how it began. And I love what you said. A rising tide floats all boats. Oh, my gosh. Yeah. I want my boat floated.
There's a seat in between us.
Hey,
in our boat.
when you're talking about the sea of success,
Yeah.
who does not want their boat floated, right? I mean, it's absolutely just a key thing in life is
That's
to get
right.
your boat floated.
That's right. Oh, thank goodness for you. You make a lot of people happy.
Well,
You've
that's
done
what
a
it
wonderful
was.
thing. I don't know all about it yet, and I'm here to learn. And Steve said some amazing things about KulaBrand, and again how it got started with yourself, and that he's known you for like 6 years before. So what did you do before?
So I'm a serial entrepreneur. I mean, I love to start businesses. That's all I've done. I started my first business when I was in the 6th grade, and
What was
just
that?
have done all kinds of stuff. I actually was. We had a can drive, and when the can drive was over, my reward was 10 packs of butterscotch lifesavers. I didn't like butterscotch. What am I going to do with these lifesavers? So somebody said, hey, I'll give you $1 for a lifesaver. I went, oh. And then I found 9 other people that gave me $1 for a lifesaver. I made $10. I'm like, hey, let me go into the store. I started buying candy at retail. Eventually realized that there's a thing called wholesale.
Right.
I started buying candy, so I took everybody's lunch money and sold them candy, right? They'd get a
The
couple bucks
dentists
a month.
love you. You folded
Exactly.
so many dentist boats.
Exactly.
We're responsible
Yeah.
for the purchase of them, right? I guess that's
Exactly.
floating your boat.
Yeah.
Well, that's amazing. So you were an entrepreneur that started at an early
It's all
age.
I've ever wanted to be
That's
as an
crazy.
entrepreneur.
Yeah.
I wanted to have a business and start businesses. And then through that process, I realized that making a difference in people's lives is as important as
Oh,
anything,
it
making
is.
money. And we had gotten in the home-based business industry and had some great success, but ended up with disappointment.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Watched all kinds of people lose money,
Oh,
spend time, watch their
God.
dreams get built up and watch those dreams fall off. And I decided I went to an event in November of 2015. I left that event pretty discouraged about collaboration and people working
Okay.
together. And I said, you know what? Somebody's got to change something. Somebody's got to create a business opportunity where everyday people could actually benefit from it.
Right.
And so on my plane ride from Dallas to Houston, I came up with the concept for KulaBrands. Of course, we didn't have a name for it, right? So,
Right. Oh, well,
yeah.
what does What does Kula mean?
Kula stands, it's really in quite a few languages. It means family in the Indian language from India. It means in Sanskrit, right? It means community. So it's community brands.
In
right?
Key West,
That's
it
what
means a cool tropical drink. Give me a Kula.
See, it's always positive things,
Right.
right?
Wow, that's
Every interpretation of Kula, though, out of Hawaii and the Polynesian languages, there's the word Kula, which means family, golden, teacher, gift. So Kula is just an absolutely inspiring word.
I'm going
And
to
so
invent the
Kula
cocktail,
Brands.
if you don't mind.
I don't mind
I'm
at
going to
all.
invent the cocktail and give it to, yeah, absolutely, and get them doing it in Key West in the Florida Keys. So when you come down, you can order
It's
your
the community cocktail,
The
right?
community cocktail. So do you do anything else?
This is my entire.
This you put it all into
Put it
your
all
family and
into
your
this.
and your,
Yes.
and your
Yeah.
big family. Your-
3.5 years ago, we started this, and we're on a great path. We're helping entrepreneurs. Of course, the people in Key West know Donovan Lee, right?
Right. Correct.
We helped launch Donovan Lee's career.
Yes.
So
Oh,
Donovan
wonderful.
actually came to KulaParty 1. This is KulaParty 3.
Okay.
Donovan came to KulaParty 1 and he got inspired. He had just joined right before that, become part of the community.
Right.
And there was this crazy guy with a guitar who started singing some karaoke. And we're like, this guy's pretty good for karaoke. Yeah, he did karaoke. And matter of fact, at midnight, we had ordered some pizzas. They came down with the pizzas, and he was out there playing on the guitar. And we said, wow, this guy's got some talent.
Oh my gosh, you're a talent agent too.
Exactly.
Well, it's all about talent, right? It's no matter if it's
the entire
musicians or
community.
what. It's
The community
everybody's
is about talent.
Amazing.
The community is about collaboration, right? Some people are great inventors. Some people are salespeople. Some people
Right.
are just support. We've got Michael Love right there.
Oh,
who's
Michael Love. I
just
can't wait to talk to Michael Love.
fantastic
Yeah.
on social media, right?
Oh, yes.
So the beauty
Amazing.
of a collaborative community is that you take the strengths of each and every single person in that community and
Yes.
we come together to build just
Oh,
a
of
superhero,
course.
right? So
You're-
and we're able to accomplish just fantastic things.
You're an amazing businessman.
We try really hard.
Well, how do you
so.
join? How do you join Kula?
KulaBrands, you have to find a KulaBrands member, right?
Or they find you?
They find you.
They find you.
Definitely, if there's a drink in Key West named Kula, we'll get a lot more going down there. They'll find them all, right? I mean, you're talking about bringing some tourist people, right, to Key West. You got it nailed there, right? So yeah, they can find it, or they can go to KulaBrands.com. And check out what we're doing. So if you're an inventor and you have an idea and a concept, KulaBrands is for you. And if you're somebody, the biggest problem is that most people, they watch the Zuckerbergs and the, Bill Gates, and they say, man, I'd love to be there, but I'm not creative. I don't know anything about computers. I don't know anything about this. I don't know anything about that. They don't have to. Become part of KulaBrands. Support somebody who is that inventive. Support the next Bill Gates or the next Mark Zuckerberg, right? Through our model, and you can benefit financially. So our goal is long-term residual income. We have a way for people that can do some things to get some short-term income, but really looking at the economy and looking at where so many people are right now, I said, wow. So right now there are over 50 million Americans that have less than $50,000 in retirement savings. Huge numbers. Huge
Wow,
numbers. And
that's
so you say,
scary.
how can we solve that problem? We have what's called the participatory economy, right? Allowing more people to participate.
Okay.
So through me building and starting companies, I realized when I looked back on my career, I said, wait a minute, who really helped me get this going? Of course, my wife supported me, right? She gets some credit there, right?
Absolutely.
But ultimately, I realized it was my early customers. It was the first people who purchased my product that actually gave me the cash flow then to go and find the next customer and the next customer. And so that's all KulaBrands is. It allows people to be in the early stage of a company, help them participate in the success of that company, and then royalties come back to them on a residual basis from the success of that company.
You're brilliant.
Thank you.
You are brilliant.
Thank you.
And sharing
Yes.
and caring. I want to be a part of your family.
Oh, thank you.
I brought you something.
Oh.
I brought you my Damn the Carnations book. And it's really what it is a interview with a vampire. No, it is an interview with the honorary mayor of an unreal town. And I'm going to sign that for you, Peter, if you'd like.
I would love for you
and
to do
I
that.
also brought you one free political favor.
Oh.
Attached to that political favor is, what's on the back of that? Oh, I brought the wrong one. Oh, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Don't say it. This is it hangover or energy?
It is hangover.
Okay, you take that before you drink. It's all natural. Even if you're taking serious medications, it does not affect the medications.
Right.
And that's the only reason I take them.
I got to tell you what, I'm going to share this with some of the other Kula members. I'm not a big drinker, and it's only because I have to protect these brain cells right here because I got a lot of work to do, right?
Well, how about an energy one? There's an
But
energy
I'll tell you,
one in there.
energy. Let's see if we
You
can
can put
find
the
it.
hangover back.
Oh,
There's
we'll put
only
the
one
hangover
free
back.
political favor per customer. In here.
Let's see here. We got to find it. Oh, here's it. Now this I need, right?
That you need, and I want to give you
Because I only
this.
sleep about 3 hours
Ooh.
a night, so that's good to have some energy.
This is you know what this is.
Yes.
You plug that into your computer, and it is a story called Bravo, Moonshine and Murder, a Southern Bedtime Story.
Wow.
And that's, well, just listen to it. So that's
I
one
will.
of my pieces, and you can see how I write. You can listen to my story. People seem to like the stories very much.
This is
But this
awesome.
is the back of the book. That's what the one I was looking at.
Ah.
Now, that gives you 2 free political favors.
Oh, my goodness.
Do you know what happens when you get 3 political favors and you don't use any?
What happened?
You trade up for a rubber chicken on a lanyard.
You know, buddy,
You know what? I'm actually going to save those two because
Absolutely.
I've
It's
always
true.
wanted a rubber chicken on a lanyard. Right? I mean, I'm like,
if we
holy
get
mackerel.
together, we've
we
got
get together,
3.
we got one
Come on,
rubber chicken and a lanyard.
I love it. What else do you want to tell us before we go? Because you're so important to speak to.
You
This
know,
is a very important man, everyone.
Our goal so ultimately we help inventors' dream come true, right?
Okay.
But there's a really secret mission behind it. And that is to help about 10 or 15,000 people become completely financially independent, have the desire and the will to help the world, have the skills to help the world, the time to help the world, and then we're going to come together and we're going to change the world.
Amazing. High five.
So,
Way to go. Or we should have fist bump you. I don't know. Oh, no, wait. That's elbow bump. Boom.
yeah,
I make up my own as I go
you gotta
along.
do like that, right?
Oh.
Yeah, something like that, right?
Ladies and gentlemen, Peter Gantner, KulaBrands. Amazing. Steve
Canallas.
Canallas. My
Got
friend
it.
Steve Canallas. My new friend Steve Canallas. I'm terrible with last names, but hey, as long as you're calling me something, a lot of people don't even call me
Look.
by my name. They just go, hey, you. I'm like, oh, that's me.
If by the time Steve comes down to the
Steve
keys
Canallas. Mhm.
and you've got the Kula drink done, he doesn't care if you know his last name.
Now, what sort of booze do you want me to make it with? Do you want rum? Do you want
I would say a bourbon.
a bourbon?
Yeah, let's be different than all the other
Absolutely.
drinks in the keys. You know,
Absolutely.
no rum, no, you know.
Absolutely. I used to be the spokesperson or the face for Kiki Beach, key lime liqueur, key lime pie liqueur. That stuff is amazing. I call it and I've been with them for like 10 years, and I call it the dessert in a glass that'll kick your, can I say it?
Go ahead.
The dessert in a glass that'll kick your ass. And I remember, and it just tastes just like a real key lime pie. So it is a good dessert drink, and if you put, well, I'm not going to tell you how to make it. I'm going to send you the recipe.
That'll be
They know how to
perfect.
make it out there. I've shared it a lot. And but yeah, you need to try that. And it's it's got calories, but it's not like eating that whole piece of pie,
Right.
that little drink, after dinner drink. But you're getting the pie with the graham cracker crust around the rim. It's so good without the all of the calories. A pleasure to meet you.
Very nice
oh my
meeting
gosh,
you.
Before we
you're
end
amazing.
this, I just want to ask you about a couple of friends. Are Jack and Lillian still running Living Color?
Oh, I
5
don't know.
retail locations?
I don't know, darling.
Okay.
Yeah, things just
And how about
changed.
Caffeine Carl?
Oh, Caffeine
Caffeine
Carl.
Carl is still
All right.
there. Yeah.
Caffeine Carl is the best guitar player you will ever see in a small
He's
venue. And as good as some of the ones in the big venues, but you'll never get the opportunity to see somebody that good.
He is amazing. He's
Up
an
close.
amazing guy. Yeah,
Up
he's
close.
an amazing guy. So, what are you looking for right now? Before you go, what do you
People
think?
who have dreams that want them
Okay.
to come true, that don't have the vehicle right now to acquire all the residual income they need to
Right.
pursue their dreams.
Right.
And they want to help other people achieve their dreams through, helping inventors become successful. If you really want to nail it down, it's like you're the shark on Shark Tank. You just don't have to be rich to be the shark. You can
Right.
be an everyday person and be a shark
Wow.
and be a part of that success. So I think a lot of
Right.
people, as a matter of fact, during Shark Tank now, they have it where they do the updates, right?
Right.
And people look forward
Yes.
to hearing what happened
Absolutely.
to that person a year down the road.
Oh, yes.
With KulaBrands, it's not, you don't have to wait a year or wait till next
You just
season to get
follow
it.
it.
You just follow them and you get to be a part of the whole process. One of the neat things about the concept is you'll learn what are cogs, what's the manufacturing process, what's the legal side of things, because
Right.
our inventors share with their community the good, the bad, all
yeah.
the different stuff that's going on. So you actually learn the process
Right.
of the whole invention side of things. So, and of course, Donovan Lee just won the Josie Award.
I know it.
I
can't
tell
believe
you what,
it. I can't, but that's amazing.
if I started singing, they'd shut this thing down like that quick, right? But I was part of him winning a Josie Award. So
Oh, my
I've got a
God.
Josie Award.
Oh, that's amazing.
Jacqueline
You
won
do
the
have a
Marty
Josie.
Award up in Canada. I mean, so now I've started this thing 3.5 years ago, and now I've got 2 awards, and before that I had none. I mean, how can you win? I mean, you can't beat it, right?
That's
It's just
amazing.
absolutely amazing.
You
Yeah,
know
we're
what?
gonna win a lot.
You've got great things coming, even for you, coming your way because you are so kind and giving and sharing and inclusive of people. You've got good karma. I just feel it.
Life is about creating value in the lives
Yeah.
of other people, right?
Right,
And then at some
absolutely.
point, that value comes back
Yeah.
tenfold, hundredfold, 1,000-fold.
You know what's going on in my mind right now? I'm thinking, how old is Peter? How old is Peter? Do I ask Peter how old he is? I don't know. For some reason, that matters to me. What your astrological sign is and how old you are, and you don't have to answer any
No,
of those
no.
questions.
Born in 1965. I'm 54 years old.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh, my
54
goodness.
years old, and I'm a Leo.
Okay, that's good.
So of
good
course,
information.
you
Okay.
got to be to run.
Where were you
something,
born?
right?
What state, Peter? Were you
Born in New Jersey.
You said that.
Yeah, born in New Jersey.
Were you
So
born in New Jersey?
I was
I
born in
grew
Rhode Island.
up.
Rhode Island.
I actually grew up in Fort Pierce, Florida, though.
Okay.
Yeah, moved as a kid to Fort Pierce along the Indian River there.
Yeah. Do you still have family there?
No, everybody moved away.
Everybody followed.
All my
everybody
family's
followed
here.
Peter.
My mom is here. My
I
sisters are
heard.
here. So
I heard. I'm looking forward
it's
to
a family
it.
business. So we created something that everybody could participate in and be a part of it. So,
What an amazing
but of course,
thing.
everybody here is my family. Right?
Absolutely,
So,
absolutely.
We have over 6,000 family members. I got a big family. Christmas time, it's very expensive.
Oh yeah, right. Well, how wonderful that is. Well, you got to. Well, then you got birthdays and.
Oh my
Da da da
goodness.
da 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 da.
Good
Large
thing
things
is
are
the
great.
good thing is any of the products that I buy Kula products for them, and I get points for it. So I get residual income on the back end. So.
That's the points. That's the residuals.
Way to
you're
give a
talking
gift and get a gift, right?
What we need
I
to
love
do
it.
right now, though, is help build our community and
Yes.
bring value to the
Grow the
community. So
community.
one of the things that we can do to bring value to our community is ask everyone out there to go on the King of Hearts YouTube channel, subscribe, listen to the song Don't Wait, their first single. The new album comes out in November called California. If you like old Eagles,
Oh,
or,
yeah,
some of that
my
music,
favorite band.
you will love this. We're calling it modern classic rock. It is a rebirth of the best music ever.
And
so
it was the era of the greatest music. It was.
the band is
Songwriters,
King of
amazing.
Hearts, and go to the YouTube channel, listen to the song, click the little bell for notifications so that you'll be notified when the new things come out and the album's released and all that. So,
Okay.
and if you don't know who King of Hearts is, just watch that video and you'll see the 5 band members. Google those names. They've played with every great band you know.
Wonderful. So you're open to taking anyone. So what's the process of them getting in once they ring your phone and say, "Hey, Peter, I heard about you on the radio."
$299 to become a member, $25 a year renewal, and then from that point on, they just decide if they want to purchase products and be a part of it. We do have a payment plan, so if you tight a little bit on cash, you can still become a member and be a part of it. So it's 24 payments of $20 a month, and then $25 a year renewal, and you get all the access to the software that we build, all the inventors that we negotiate with and put contracts to. And you have access to right now over 40 different projects that we've been a part of. 5 music projects, and then over 35 other different types of things, from big data to crypto trading software to all kinds of stuff, right?
I need help with that. Seriously, that's where I fall down.
Yeah.
Is with the I'm dyslexic, and I don't mind telling people that, and I know that I am.
Right.
And that makes, and I'm allowed to pay closer attention, to go a little slower with reading. But getting through a contract or something is like, oh, it's just mind. I can read it. I can write a darn good contract.
Right.
I know what to say, but my eyes won't catch the next sentence really quick. I'm going, what's it this? What's it say? You know, but I have to do that, and that's what I do. And then people say, well, how do you write? You know, how do you write books?
Right.
I write from real stories.
Yeah.
I write from experiences. I never write what anybody else tells me or whatever anybody else writes. I always like to do my own thing. I like to be unique, and I don't like to be a follower. I like to, well, all I can do is just lead. I barely can lead myself, but I'm there. But listen, I want to ask you about copyright. Do you help people with copyrights?
We help people in every single area.
Does that mean you share the copyright when you take on a client? No? You know, they used to do that in the music business, right? Just because you published them, they would take half of the songwriters' fees.
No, we're really here to help. So we set up a royalty on the projects that we do, and then we do all kinds of other stuff. As a matter of fact, you'll probably get a chance to interview some of our inventors that are here.
Oh, I'd love that.
We go above and beyond anything that, you know, when we sat down and talked to a lot of people, and I go, look, we can't put in the contract everything we're going to do for you. And so we go way above and beyond anything that, I mean, we do whatever. The way the model is set up, we only win if our inventors win, right?
Right.
We don't charge fees up front. We don't, you know, it's not like, hey, give us some money to do this for you. We help fund through the reward-based crowdfunding, and then we help brand and market, and we help develop sales channels. But the only way our community can win is if our inventors are winning. You know, and that's the reason, that is the way the model is set up to be. If somebody's going to win, everybody's going to win.
Love it.
If
I love that.
everybody's not going to win, then I guess we're all not going to win.
I love that. So you
We're
just
gonna
have a
do
good
the best
eye
that
for
we can.
picking out what.
I don't. The community does.
Oh, you allow
These
all the
guys,
KulaBrands-
collective
KulaBrands.
intelligence.
Oh, I
Collective
love that.
intelligence. Oh, yes.
Absolutely.
Yes, yes,
Oh, I'm going to be giving some knob stoppers when we get over there. Thank you, Peter.
You're
I've said thank you,
welcome.
but I'm going to. I'd love to see you again today.
Awesome.
If you're going to be around, I know
I
you will.
will.
Is
I
it
will
in
be
here
here.
all day today?
It
in the
is, yeah.
Convention Center.
Yeah.
What are y'all doing?
Yeah, we're gonna show some new stuff that we have. We've redone our entire back office and made it easier. Of course, our team's gonna talk about social media and marketing. We're gonna talk about influencing. We're gonna talk about building some of our brands, Helix, our CBD brand. So yeah, we're just gonna talk about all kinds of
CBD.
stuff. The biggest reason why we're here, though,
That's great. Even Buffett's got his own.
is just to get to know everybody, right? Just to get for us to hug each other.
Oh, that's right.
We are probably going to break a world record over the next, well, we've already been here for a few days, but in this week period of time, there will be more hugs given at this resort than any place on the planet, right?
Whoa!
Absolutely more than any place on the planet.
Oh, you know, Peter, you might be able to help me with an idea I have been wanting to do as a wedding officiant. I have been wanting to do the world's largest renewal of vows on an island. I want to do that. And it's sunset, sunrise. Everybody's drinking Bloody Marys and spilling it on their white dresses. And
I'll be there.
I'm telling you, the parent heads want to do that too. But I want, but I need to get everybody.
Well, we might be able to help out
down.
as long as they're drinking a Kula drink.
Gotcha. It will not be a Bloody Mary.
No
when
Bloody Mary.
KulaBrands,
No
Peter
Bloody
gets-
Mary.
Gantner
Gotta
gets
be
there.
a Kula drink.
Yeah, well, thank you again.
Well,
All
you're
right.
welcome. Thank you.
You're my pleasure.
Thank
Steve,
you.
you too.
Very-
Thank you, my
very
dear.
nice meeting
Thank
you.
you so much.
At some
A
point, you
pleasure.
have to tell me how you became the official mayor.
Ooh,
You're gonna have
right
to tell
there.
the story.
It's right
It's
there.
in the book. All right.
It's in the book how
I
it
wanna
happens.
know it all, then.
They call, well, let me sign that for you really quick if
Yes,
you'd like.
definitely. Oh, absolutely.
See, and as she said a little earlier, if it's written, it's true. So
See what it says? You can get away with that anywhere in the blue.
Yes.
Good wherever you, not just the Keys.
Oh.
People have a sense of humor. The cops just don't know what to do down there.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been a broadcast from KulaParty3 here at the Caribe Royale Resort in Orlando, Florida. This, of course, Peter Gantner interviewed by Mayor
Can you
Gonzo
spell
Mays,
Gantner?
the official honorary mayor of Key West and the fabulous
Oh, just like
Florida
his house,
Keys.
yeah.
We're going to bring you another interview
G-A-N-N.
shortly.
G-A-N-N.
Stand by. We'll be turning it back over to Radio A1A briefly, and then back to our streaming video coverage of KulaParty3.